Hi guys, welcome back to the 12 Days of Anime. Today, I'm going back to what usually happens every year. I've fallen in love with another sports anime. I don't know why, I just really like sports anime. There's this really great development in characters when it comes to sports anime, and I always learn a little bit of something about a new sport, so how can you not like that? Anyway, today I'm going to talk to you guys about Hanebado. Okay, I honestly started watching this because my dad asked me, hey, there's a lot of weird things in anime, but have they ever done a badminton anime? And at the beginning of the year I said no, but one is coming, and I felt determined to watch this. I don't know, sometimes the power of suggestion works. Hanebado is something that I did not expect. This is a very different type of sports anime. If anything, I would categorize this anime more like a sports psychology than your typical shonen sports anime. First of all, it starts off with this first episode depicting a loss for the main character, Nagisa. Now this is pretty common. We saw this actually with Haikyuu and a few other sports animes where a loss is incurred and then inspiration comes from it. This anime took it for a weird turn because instead of focusing fully on Nagisa, which I was expecting, it actually turns and its focus is on Ayano. Ayano is probably my favorite character out of this show. I didn't expect her to be. She is this complex and broken person who is extraordinary at the sport, versus Nagisa, who is just this very motivated, constantly working to achieve a better sport. Now, the thing that makes this way more sports psychology versus a typical sports anime is the typical run-through for a sports anime is that a lot of development happens for the characters for their sport, and then the payoff is in the actual tournament or in the actual rounds. Hanebado is different. A lot of the drama and what drives the characters are things that happen in the rounds that then translates to their own personal drama. And they kind of force themselves to be expressed through the way they win or lose in a battle, and then that affects something in their real life. This is an anime that really focuses more on the characters than the actual sport itself. And I know that sounds crazy given the beautiful shots that you have in this anime of the actual tournament. I actually really love that opening sequence. I think it's beautiful. I really like the art style. It's got this kind of lightness to it, but then when it gets intense, it gets really intense. And that's also kind of where this weird split happens. There are some episodes that feel kind of fluffy and light in comparison to the ones where they're actually playing badminton. Now I know the badminton is supposed to be motivating these characters, and it actually feels like you watch way more of their interpersonal drama than you do of any of the actual badminton. Which is a shame, because the actual badminton rounds are the most interesting part of this anime. Well, one of the most interesting parts. The family history and everything that Ayano goes through is very intriguing. She is a person who feels abandoned by her mother, who left her after she lost a match. She has this, I don't know, forced sister that her mother adopted that really messes with her head. She has all these opponents gunning for her because of her talent, and it's a talent that she fostered at a young age and constantly worked on because of this weird connection with her mother. So it really dives into some different areas for a sports anime. There are some issues. Like I said, with those fluffy, kind of not as important episodes, there are a lot of side characters in this show that just don't get fully developed. And whenever we have an episode focusing on one of their issues, it kind of feels like they're padding out the season. The real drive to this anime is watching Nagisa and Ayano work through their personal differences and their own personal demons to get better at the sport. It all culminates into this amazing finale round in the last 3 episodes of the season, which were top-notch in my book. But it is a bit of work to get through it. Anyway, I really personally like this one. It's a little bit different, and if you're more into the typical sports anime, this might not sit well with you. But if you like seeing some juicy drama happen, I actually do really recommend this one. That's it for this one. I want to give a shout out to another bestie of mine that loves sports anime, and that is Anime Palooza. Anime Palooza also runs a new podcast called Shoujo Trash Showdown, and I feel like Hanebado would be kind of perfect for it. Maybe? Maybe not? I don't know. I'm like talking about some other anime this season that might fit it better, but still, give Hanebado a chance. Anyway guys, that's it for this one. I will see you guys for the next 12 days of anime. Bye guys!